Hold on, y'all. I need to listen to some music because that shit was so funny over there. Like, did y'all hear them lies? It was outrageous. That lady needs to stop doing all that coke so her nose can stop running. All you hear is her sniffling, sniffling. Like, lady, why you sitting over there lying? Miss Mimo was not going for it. Miss Mimo was like, hell no. Hey, we in Rico, y'all. OCOV. I put OCOV back on my title. Hey, Carla. Hey, Ty.
When they come on, they come on, 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 they come on, when 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 they come on, they come on, they come on. People, I just put them builders in my chain. People, 80 pointers like a Kobe game. People, 7-6 a make a plane. People, popping out, you better smell my name. People, put your forms on the 4-5. People, you can't go ahead and go on pasta. People, while you working tough on that G-Line. People, you know my little niggas all they rock up. People, pop bitch, if that nigga took the key. People, let me FaceTime my pop, bitch, I'm in the street. People, yes, AG, I'm putting something to sleep. People, on the ground, I praise God, so I snow their feet. People, all that 10 on this face, bitch, my shit up. I hit it from the back, I told them Wolverine. Take a hold, it's not a film, man, word. Hey, pick up a wheel, top on the top, bitch, don't look back. Where they come out, 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 they come out. That's my bitch. That's my bitch. With all that fake shit. Ain't the one to play with. So I feel like that change, just to get off on your mind. Getting disrespect, you gotta follow up with dreams. Listen to the neck, but now choke it up on singing like boom, pop, boom, 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 pop. The type of shit I'm on, you wouldn't understand. The type of shit I'm on, you wouldn't understand. Y'all things I would not hold your hand. Bitch, I cannot be your man. Never got his ass until we open up that can. Damn, hey, who we bands, I'm a swing. Damn, freak, bitch, I like my Mac touching, yeah, put that I put around me. I'm a tweet, turn it off. Hold on, I can see a man. Not sorry for your loss. Should have prayed for the shoes, came in none to the cross. I let your boy get up your head, this is lucky soft. What they count on, let's go on, what they count on, let's go on, what they count on, let's go on, what they count on, let's go on. And come on. Where they come on, 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 capable.
Man, y'all. Miss Mimo was not going for the lies. Miss Mimo was not going for it. Hold on, y'all. It's just so much. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to play her live, and so we can break it down and laugh at this shit because it's so funny. She lied. Hey, Blade. Hey, Carla. I always say hi to y'all. Ty, Carla. Listen, it was just so many lies. First of all, from the beginning, she said that the prosecutor sent this man to spy on R. Kelly to make sure he's convicted. He's already been convicted. So why are they trying to kill him? He already basically got a life sentence. What would they need to kill him for? His appeal's already been denied. What are they trying to kill him for? Like, we gotta be real. That's why I knew it was this flower park crackhead behind these dumb motions. It's stupid. She even lied. She said that Rashana Lanford testified. And when Miss Remote asked her, she said she testified. She testified that Larry brought her to California. When? It's in the motion. It's in the motion. But when did she do this? It wasn't on the stand when she was going through trial. When did she testify? Because that has to be in paperwork, just like this fake motion, this motion that's full of lies. It has to be in the paperwork, like in pacer, like everything else. When did she testify this? Like, it's just so many lies. I can't even keep up with. I'm gonna have to play a live. It's ridiculous. Oh my God. Please, Sharon, please take Joy's space. Please. Like, we would trade you for Joy. You want to be locked up with R. Kelly? Take your big fat ass. And then the end, she gonna say read Larry's paperwork. Miss Mo read Larry's paperwork. It wasn't nothing on there saying that Larry was involved with R. Kelly's case. Like, what are you talking about, Larry? Let's show the video. Show the video. The video shows nothing. So she is the reason that J-Bo is no longer on R. Kelly's case because she didn't win. Listen, she was defending a pedophile with videos and testimonies. She wasn't going to win that case. She wasn't going to win it. She did the best. She did the best she could do. J-Bo wasn't going to win that case. No lawyer was going to win that case for R. Kelly. Not one. Like, are y'all serious? Hold on, let me. How can I get to this lady live? Hey, I am Queen. What else she lied about while I'm trying to pull this shit up that I can think of? Oh my God, there's just so many. Oh, yo, OCOV, we are part of the RICO, so I put OCOV back on my name. Hold on. Let me turn it. Oh, shit, down. Where did it go? There it go. Can y'all hear me good? I got this earpiece in my ear. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying to get to the part. First of all, why every time Miss Mimo says something, Sharon act like she couldn't hear? She was thinking of a lie. Like, lady, get on somewhere. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I had to come out here and laugh. Like, are y'all serious? And then, first of all, Angie was scared of Sharon. She was scared to tell the bitch she was full of shit, all because she hates Larry. Talking about, I'm not biased and blah. Yes, you are. You hate Larry. That's the problem. That you know this lady is full of shit. Like, hold on, let me see. Damn, how long this bitch been live? I only caught the part when Sharon hopped on there. Am I in the right live? Hold on, hold on. No, that's not it. Damn. Why I can't get to it? Oh, I think I found it. Then you got the dumb, slow supporters that support the crash dummy, and they're like, "Yup, yup." And you talking about you? That's why you gotta watch out what you say. That's why you gotta watch what you say. But it's okay for a crash hit crack dummy to say that he gonna shoot up the prosecution, do a drive by on the prosecutors. But y'all say he was just playing though. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Shut the fuck up. Oh, I think I found it. I got it. Yeah, Carla. Exactly. None of it said anything about R. Kelly's case. Like none of what she's saying is accurate, and it makes him look terrible. So you sit up there talking shit about J Bo. She Bonjean wouldn't have did none of this dumb shit. And in fact, oh, one thing she did say is that Angel Cruel worked with Larry to get Azrael and Rashana together. Isn't that the prosecutor's job? Why the fuck would they need Larry? When she got her daddy that showed her the emails to get her away from R. Kelly. Her daddy could have brought her if she needed some motherfucking help. Why it gotta be Larry? I just can't stand y'all. I can't stand it. I got it, y'all.
He has cancer. What happened? Right. So yes.
Let me rewind a little bit. Let's go. Let's take it back.
You're in there with him all the time. He's confiding in you.
Like even he was on like YouTube and stuff.
So that is what the one of the guys who gave the declarations is saying. No, Berkeley is saying that. Each person gives their account, but because
Hold on. Let's go back to her line about these BOP emails and bullshit, okay?
To go in.
Because for one, they would have everybody's name that accessed it. Why would this inmate need to stay close to R. Kelly to get copies of his email? If the prosecutors wanted his email, they could just get his emails.
revelation about what's going on with Mr. Kelly and with this bold friendly violence and all that he's alleged in the violence. Okay. So, can you see the screen or no? No, but I know what's in it.
No, she said no, but I know what's in it. You know what's in it because you feeding this lawyer all this information, this false information, and he is not even investigating. Like, yeah, you know what's in it because it's all from you. You dumb bitch. Ooh. Goddamn. Play, damn it.
Correct. So you want to take us from the beginning or where you want to? In terms of, well, in the beginning, he alleged that R. Kelly was potentially being targeted by the prosecutors via the BOP, as well as he has blood clots, and that's pretty much where it started. We since then had an order from the judge, and we have now had no further.
I hate listening to this dead bitch. She talks so slow.
Filing another motion. Mm-hmm. Yeah. In the maybe the New York case.
Hold on, I want y'all to hear this lie she gonna say.
It's the Illinois, okay. Cool. Because it's sure. Whatever that may be. But what he was alleging is they talked to Rob Stillman from MCC, who told them that the officials came to him and said, "We will cut you a deal, give you a reduced sentence. You can get Mr. Kelly's mail, make copies, and give it to us."
Okay, she said that the prosecutors went to this man saying that we will reduce your sentence if you can get copies of his email. Do y'all hear that? Look, if the fans can get whatever they want, they don't need to sneak nobody in nowhere so they can spy on R. Kelly and get copies of the email. Like she's making all of this up and it's sickening. And Bo Bradley is a filthy, dirty lawyer to even put it. I hope they ban him for making further mushrooms because this is all just bullshit.
And because they took a statement from him when they came to the jail, people were wondering why are these lawyers coming to see him. That's what sparked the alarm because this cellmate is alleging he was essentially an informant for the prosecution.
Why would he need to be an informant for the prosecution? Why? When they have all this evidence on R. Kelly, why the fuck would they need his emails? What? How is that going to help? What is that going to do? They got videos. They have the victims. They have Rashana Lanford. Okay, like, are you serious?
So when Bradley stuff goes,
Hey, GLB.
his team goes to visit with this individual, people in the jail see that, they alert the higher ups, and from there, the death threats stem. So they stemmed from them talking to Robert's cellmate at MCC, who was his cellmate the entire time he was there, who alleges he was enlisted to steal communications for the government.
Where is this information at? Where is this at? Why didn't he include this? Why would the I can't even use I don't have words. I think Sharon Rambush is having a mental breakdown. I feel like she needs a therapist because if you listen to her, she sounds really crazy. I think she really needs some help. Something is really wrong here.
So that is what the one of the one of the guys who gave the declarations is saying.
No, but Bradley is saying that. Each person gives their.
Every time they ask us, so is this where is this information at? No, it's from Bo Bradley. Where is he getting this information from? What does he have to back this up? Because it should be documents from the BOP computer system. I mean, why? How would this inmate have access? I just can't. I just can't.
Account, but because he's the one threading things together, he knows what it stemmed from. He knows the trail of actions that led to that.
Hey, Eva.
Oh, okay.
So
And then when Catfish knows that she's lying, all she be like is, "Oh, okay." Like she's so scared to call her on her BS, but Miss Me Mo is not.
essentially what popped it off was Kashawn, the cellmate of Robert Kelly, DC, for years, alleged that prosecutors, Crow, he specifically named Crow, asked him to steal Robert's correspondence between his lawyers. And because they took us,
How will an inmate be able to steal his correspondence between him and his lawyers? How? How? I want to know how. How is that possible? Somebody put it in chat.
statement from him, they had somebody come in and translate in his language to make sure he understood, and everything was done.
Hold on, so the man didn't even speak English? She said they had people to come and translate in his language so this man didn't even hold on.
Illegally and properly, that alerted the higher ups that, they know about whatever they talk to Kashawn about. And so That's where they said they got signed to relocate.
Hold on, so is she talking about that little Iranian man that was folding R. Kelly's clothes that he was having sex with and at the MCC? Wasn't it something like that? That it was some guy folding R. Kelly's clothes. Like, lady, shut up, line. Shut up. Oh God.
To the jail where Robert was, and they gave him an
Oh my God, Larry. She said R. Kelly was reading the Bible. That's why the man said he couldn't. First of all, if God was involved in R. Kelly's destiny right here and him being locked up, he wouldn't be where he is. He would have learned his lesson the first time around when he got off with the Rashana Landford case when she and her family didn't testify originally. This is not God. God is not in this for R. Kelly, okay? Well, no, let me correct. God put R. Kelly exactly where he is, where he want him to be. Okay?
instructions on what to do.
Cannot hear me, but I have a question. So the person she's naming somebody, but wasn't there another man who was just like even he was on like YouTube and stuff, and that should have been some while back, and he said he was the cellmate. Wasn't he? Yeah, that's the same.
No, he's a liar.
Eva, we never
He was
liked
never
that
the
kid. We
cellmate.
never could stand her.
We have no confirmation that he was even at MCC. We have no confirmation that he even met Rob. Rob doesn't remember him. The cellmate, neither. I was talking to several cellmates up there, and none of them remember him.
You hear every time.
The prosecutor got in contact with the cellmate and told the cellmate to intentionally get copies or get sealed, if you will, R. Kelly's mail and make that available to the prosecution and the suspicion here is that was used as a loophole because otherwise they would not have been able to get that.
Why would the prosecution need to steal any of the correspondence from R. Kelly and his lawyer? Why? How would that have helped them in their case? What would they benefit from any of this? You know what? I want the judge to allow this to go to court, and I want them to bring in Rashana. I want them to show the fake evidence that she said that they had. I want all of this because I can bet. Let me bet. How much? I can bet $5,000 that Rashana Landfair did not testify. Now let me say I could bet $1 million. I could bet $1 million that Rashana Landford did not testify and say that Larry got her and Aswell together in California. You're lying. Oh, I can't stand this old crackhead constantly sniffing because her nose is running from snorting coke.
They essentially told them, we'll reduce your sentence if you do this for us. It's basically spying on him. You're in there with him all the time. He's confiding in you. Just tell us everything. Essentially. So they placed a mole in the cell. Is what the paperwork says.
Approximately what year was this? Or was it the entire period of time that they had gotten in contact with him prior to him being in place with it?
I don't know the date they started, but the signed declaration from the survey, I think it's in April of 2025. So he had been doing it the entire time Robert was in it.
April of 2025. This is this year, y'all. We are in 2025 right now. R. Kelly has been convicted for 3 years now. 2.5. What exactly will the prosecutors gain by spying on him right now today?
MCC. Because he is his son.
Oh, wow.
Does he have any documentation or anything that was included in the lawsuit to support that? You know, that he definitely, or I'm sure they have.
You know what?
So, do they?
Every time Miss Mo say something, she act like she can't hear because she's thinking of a lie.
They have like the jail records and stuff of that they had that communication or anything that can confirm that? That would be unjust for both, wouldn't it?
Well, they have a statement, and he hasn't revealed whatever other evidence he has.
Oh, okay.
Mm. So let me ask you this. Okay. So I think, I don't know if you can.
But I can confirm that it does exist.
How can you confirm it does exist when you just said all he has is a statement? How can you confirm anything? Washed up Bush? How?
Okay.
How?
Can you hear me if I have to speak off?
I hear you fine.
Okay, you hear me? Okay, good. So let me ask you this. So now the guy that the one that has the cancer, that he has cancer, what have you, right?
Yeah.
Stein, okay. Did he go into why all of a sudden, you know, he decided to play
Oh, this is the kicker, y'all.
about, you know,
Listen to this.
through with it and all that. I really didn't read any of this. I just heard bits and pieces from, you know, other channels.
I think I'm not going to take in a situation like this on somebody else's intent. What was said, and all we can do is just take solely his words. He said that he was relocated from another location. He was in the hole. They sent him there with instructions. One of the guards there, I believe the guy's name was Childress, said, you know, you better do what you came to do. And he choked at the last minute. Why or how, I don't know. But someone else is willing to testify, and they said they have a guard who's willing to testify. So
How can the guard testify? So did this man go to the guard and say, I'm about to go kill R. Kelly? How can what is the guard going to testify to? How is the guard going to testify if nothing happened to R. Kelly and he's claimed to not have went through with the murdering of R. Kelly?
Oh wow. Wow. And this guy Childress, he's at another facility, right?
I thought he was at Thunder as well. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, okay. That's what I was.
So I was thinking, and one guy at MCC.
So can somebody summarize for me the three people and what they allege? Do all of them allege?
I can't hear her, so point my phone to her when she's talking.
Okay, go ahead.
So what's the general summary? I don't have to have all of the details because I'm out of the loop as well. What's the general summary of what these three people allege? They all allege that the government or the prosecution sent them to intentionally harm R. Kelly in some fashion.
That they were sent to guarantee he was convicted by all means necessary. So you've got the guy in his cell, you've got the informant that's in the YouTube streets doing his dirt, you've got other things that were going on.
Why would the prosecution need help to make sure R. Kelly is convicted when they had all the evidence? Larry wasn't mentioned in trial. He wasn't. Nobody testified and said anything about Larry in trial. Why would they need Larry? Why would they need an inmate to watch R. Kelly? Like, are you like this lady is a cokehead, y'all?
And independent they find out about
Hey,
it.
Latrice.
That's from what he's saying, they wanted to eliminate Robert. When the one method didn't work, they doubled up the medicine. They said he crushed the medicine, because they have to administer it. They have to crush it up. So you don't know how much you're taking because they break up the pill.
Man, if they wanted to kill that man in jail, he would have been dead in jail with the proper medication. If they gotta crush it up, he don't know what he taking. They could have put something else in there to kill him. Like, stop the bullshit. This is how I know that Sharon came up with this plan with the lawyer. Like, I hope she gets in trouble. I want her to go to jail. I'm tired of this bitch. How long? We are in the 5th season of this R. Kelly bullshit. And this bitch has been fucking it up for him every season.
And Robert took it, and the rest, he fell to the floor. They found him. They rushed him to the hospital. He has blood clots. They didn't want him to have any further treatment at Duke.
And all Angie say is wow.
Okay, so
Miss Mimo's the only one using her brain. Angie is scared to speak truth to Sharon. Ain't you a lawyer? Ain't you supposed to be an attorney that can't show your bar number? But you scared to call this lady out, but Miss Mimo not. But because you hate Larry, you're biased. Oh, okay.
I need. Go ahead.
No, I'm seeing in the chat that people are saying that the person that Michael Stein or whoever, that he's the alleged supremacist or Aryan Brotherhood person, correct?
Right.
So
He might allege that, but we don't know. Because, maybe he pretends to be. Who knows?
I don't think you can pretend to be in there anything.
Some people say he was, some people say he wasn't. What we do know is he has a story that is consistent with another person's story that is consistent with the guard story. So you have 3 people in the same location that all have the same story.
So
Would they be paid, or how would they? Because wouldn't they still be at risk if they're still there now of the prosecution possibly retaliating against them? And if he's an Aryan Brotherhood or a supremacist of some sort, what would intrigue him to support a person of color? I wonder.
Miss Mimo has the perfect question. What Brandley put in the motion that this man is a part of some white supremacist BS in jail. They don't like black people. Why would he not go kill R. Kelly? Why would he have sympathy and not go kill him? But listen to what Sharon gonna say. Why would he spare him? And this man is sick with cancer, y'all. Okay, how he gonna kill R. Kelly? They doing all this. They crushing up his pills, giving him extra medicine. They got a dead man walking, trying to kill R. Kelly. Oh my God. Somebody on coke put this story together. Come on, play. Oh, I paused it.
Intrigue him to support what?
They don't typically. They would
Maybe it wasn't so much support as he didn't want that on his conscience. Maybe he had never done that before. Maybe, I believe it was God at work.
It was God.
He was reading the Bible at the time. So prayer works.
Damn, I overtalked her. But she said Robert said he was reading the Bible at the time. So R. Kelly could read the Bible? Okay. I thought he couldn't read, but now he could read the Bible. He was reading the Bible at the time, but he was having his cellmate read his letters to him when he was in jail before. Now he done learned how to read it. He could read the Bible, and God saved him. What's that song called? He saved me.
I believe firmly that, you can get a demon up off of you.
that's true. I don't know. that.
That's true. I know that. Shut your fake ass up.
So I've noticed that Jennifer Bonjean is absent on the filings. Does anyone know where she stands on all this, or?
Oh, she's been removed from this process. Where she is, I don't, Robert doesn't discuss his legal matters with me, but, I was emphatic that I needed to work with somebody who could get it done.
That her voice is so, her and Angie's voice together makes my fucking skin crawl. Ew. Ew.
And Robert and I had strong communication about that. And he made it happen.
She just contradicted herself. One minute she say that she don't discuss his legal stuff with R. Kelly, but she said that Bojo wasn't on the case no more, but she don't discuss his stuff. But then she's like, oh, we discussed that and she's no longer on the case. Bitch, what is it? She done lied so many times on here. We gonna catch her.
So
are you, Wasbush, are you a part of his advisory team?
Exactly, Miss Mimo. Are you his fucking advisory? R. Kelly shouldn't even listen to her no more after she brought in Kenneth. Like, what the hell? He compared R. Kelly to Martin Luther King Jr. Oh, Lord.
Based on nothing but losses. She lost everything. Everything she went up for, she lost. So you can't keep working with a loser and then scratching your head as to why you're losing.
Oh God.
If Bo Brindley was in J-Bo's spot representing R. Kelly during that trial of him, all those videos of him molesting a 13, 14, 15-year-old, Bo Brindley wouldn't have won a damn case either. No lawyer wouldn't have won that case. Period. We talking about Bojo that got Bill Cosby home. She wasn't gonna do nothing for R. Kelly because he was done. God and gave him this. This was God at work. Aaliyah coming from her grave, putting him where he needs to be.
Okay. So okay, because I was wondering now because I was checking the dates. I was like, maybe I knew she had removed herself a couple of weeks, in April. I was like, okay.
She was not born in January.
And then you got people in the chat talking about, yeah, this is why R. Kelly is going to get a new trial. It's over with. In order to get a new trial, you have to win an appeal. His appeals has been denied. It's over with. Like he's not going to get out of jail, and you delusional motherfuckers need to understand that. Keep on planning these motions. I hope the judge disbarred his Bo Brindley dumbass. And I hope he put her in jail next to R. Kelly with his stinky ass, Badusi smelling ass cell. Because he don't wipe his ass.
I'm not going to speak to their communication. I would assume he didn't want the dead weight. And then she removed herself. It would have been my insistence that, you get out the way. But those were not necessarily his words, those were my words.
Right, I get it.
May I ask?
He stood next to her in Illinois. He won all of his, she lost all of hers. He knows her caliber of work.
He won all of his and she lost all of hers.
What's Wasbush's role? Is she an advisor? Just a friend? Just a consultant?
She was asking, are you an advisor? More or less,
Look at Angie trying to speak for her. More or less, she's bitch, shut the hell up. Oh, messy old lady. You know this lady a lying, messy ass bitch just like you.
Well, I don't even speak to you. She was asking, are you an advisor to him, a friend, or like what do you what would you consider? But she's not familiar with
But she's so scared. She's not familiar with
Over in the late 1990s for a few years. So I actually do know Daryl McDavid. Daryl McDavid knows me. Robert knows me very well. I know Robert's wife. I know everybody that was around him at that time. When he got in trouble, uh, just as a concerned citizen, I reached out to do what I could do to help. He had no other help, so I just kept doing more and more and more and taking on more responsibility simply because there was a void there. Uh, because Robert knows me, because he's comfortable with me. And
he's comfortable with you because you fucked him while he was married to Andrea. Is that her name? His baby mama, his ex-wife. You were supposed to be his nutritionist, but your fat ass fucked him. And you got caught trying to steal something. You got caught in his drawers. You went through his drawers in his kitchen and you seen a picture of him and was it him and Sparkle and you questioned him about it and he fired your ass. That's what happened.
because he trusts me, um, he listens sometimes. And, you know, where I can help, I help.
right, right. 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 So now, so let me ask you this, with regards to the part about the the BOP and um, the prosecutors and then the father and the other guy. So now I know with the motion, they are meant to be persuasive. Doesn't mean that everything in there can actually be proven.
Girl, say it.
But he didn't speak as if he's alleging anything. He is speaking as if he has proof that
Exactly. This man put this stuff in the motion as if he has proof and he has knowledge about the shit he's saying and everything is false, but he's listening to this bitch, Sharon Winbush. He put everything in the motion that she tell him. Crazy.
you know that was the order. The prosecutors gave uh, the BOP, I guess, gave the stolen communications to the prosecutors. The prosecutors gave them to the Tasha K and the plot.
Why would the prosecutor, why would the BOP get the emails, give it to the prosecutors, then the prosecutors give it to Tasha K, then Tasha K turn around and give it to the parents? Why would it have to go through all these people for? No, the BOP officer gave it to Tasha K, being messy, trying to get some money, which the BOP officer has retired. Okay, gave the information to Tasha K so she could put it on her YouTube and handed it to the parents so they can try to get their daughters back. Maybe there's some information that can help you get your daughter back. Angelo used that information from the emails so that he could turn his daughter against him so she could, because when Azrael came home, she was home around Thanksgiving. When Azrael came home, she was still Team R. Kelly. And her parents could not talk. They could not even speak bad about R. Kelly, okay? When she came home. So Angelo needed a way to get her off of R. Kelly because she was still R. Kelly, still talking to him, okay? Those emails came in and he used those emails to get Azrael to turn against R. Kelly and cuss him out. She went and stole the money, the $1,500 that was behind the couch from Joy. went to the BOP, cussed R. Kelly out. That's R. Kelly went on a whole BOP YouTube. I'm gonna have to find one of his YouTube protests. He said that. He said, my girlfriend came down here and told me everything that I put in the emails. The BOP gave the printout of the phone calls, told me everything I said to the lawyers in my phone calls. Where'd she get that information from? Tasha K gave it to her father, and her father gave it to her. Where does Larry play into this? Where? Like y'all motherfuckers is crazy. So y'all telling me that Angelo got the emails, he couldn't get it to his daughter, so he gave it to Larry to give to his daughter? When y'all, you gotta make it make sense, okay?
And how she get the father into that guy. So,
Hold on. Are you serious, I am Queen? Trump bombed Iran. Oh, I cannot stand that orange motherfucker. Why? I don't have no words.
I don't need you to reveal if they have actual evidence or not, but do you think that they can substantiate that claim?
Accidental.
No.
So that will get it accidental.
What was Matt Lou?
With the Department of Justice, there was an investigation.
Oh.
I'm not straight. Can they still hear?
No, we can't hear you on stream yet. You're still up here, but we can't hear you.
Can you still be on speaker?
You're on speaker.
Oh, people that can they hear?
Yeah.
I can hear you. Oh. There was an affidavit done by that of the Department of Justice. And in the affidavit, he confirmed to one that he gave the jail records to Tasha K. Tasha K said herself she gave them to the Savages of Clarence.
We know this. There's a video of Tasha K saying that she gave it to the parents. So where does Larry come to play in this? You're just assuming, and when you assume, you make an ass out of yourself. You do it every time. Watch the Bush.
Oh. So who said they gave them to them?
Matt Lou from the Department of Justice.
He's a special agent.
He's a special agent.
And he confirmed that who gave them to who now?
That
He did his investigation and he found because they took her laptop to work. So they checked the records from the BOP system, the review system. They took her laptop and did their forensics. And that's how they know she went in there 153 times.
mm.
So that's the proof about it.
Is that exactly Black Girl Beauty? The feds made a statement and said Larry had nothing to do with it. He's not a fucking federal informant. Where do you guys see this at in paper? You don't. You're just saying it out your mouth just to say it because it makes y'all feel good. It helps y'all blame somebody else other than R. Kelly for fucking kids. He fucked the 14-year-old. He started talking nasty to the little 13-year-old after she wanted him, after Sparkle told her to ask R. Kelly to be her godfather. Why would Sparkle do that? I don't fucking know. But she asked the little girl to ask R. Kelly to be her godfather, and then he started talking nasty to her. Because you know this man is used to his family members fucking him. So if I'm her godfather, then I gotta fuck her because my sister fucked me, the man upstairs fucked me, the auntie fucked me. Like, that's why he called all these people sisters and aunties and uncles and shit. Because he fuck them all.
Oh wow.
So wouldn't she have had the mail?
Hey, Missy.
Access to the mail as well?
Who have had access to the mail?
The BOP.
Yeah. That's the one Abrams is, whatever his name is the one who stole it.
But she said that but they also had the cellmate feeling also, correct?
Yeah, that was cool.
Exactly, Miss Mimo. If the BOP officer got the emails and sent them to Tasha K, why the hell? Why would the inmate need to be in there trying to get the emails? How the inmate gonna get the emails? I can't.
By that loop, she accessed his records 153 times. She put them on her personal computer, passed them to Tasha K, who
So-
then read them on air, some of them, and then passed them to the Savages and the Claries, according to Tasha.
So what? That helped Azrael come home. I mean, that helped Azrael turn on R. Kelly. So what?
And we all know that they all were working together. The federal informant, the Savages and the Claries, and the fake cousin.
How do we know that this is you're saying this? What would Levi have? What would Levi have to do with it? Levi has been supporting R. Kelly from the beginning. Why would he need the emails? Larry didn't know nothing about the emails until way later. Fucking crackhead.
So,
Wait, okay. Let me go.
you say, oh, I'm surprised.
No.
That's a shock.
I'm like, oh, well, I didn't know you were gonna say that. Yeah, that's why I said, oh, okay.
Well, I'm not gonna lie.
Angie just messy. Oh, I didn't know you was gonna say that about the cousin. Oh, I didn't know you was gonna say that. Shut the fuck up. Messy ass old lady.
Prince in this case.
He's not his cousin.
I can't.
First of all, R. Kelly already acknowledged, and it was a recorded phone call of how he met or how he know Levi. So go back and find that, old messy bitches. If that man want to call him his cousin, that's his goddamn cousin. Why are y'all mad about it?
And that's gonna get addressed in this process too.
So y'all just heard Sharon. That's going to be addressing this process too. So the next motion is going to include Levi because Sharon is running the damn lawyer. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh God.
No, I'm just saying, oh, but you said it. Okay. Okay. I understand.
I understand.
Hold on. Can I ask you a question? So, are Mr. Levi and Mr. Laird referenced in these court proceedings? Is that what you're suggesting?
I didn't hear her. What she said?
She acts like she can't hear Miss Mimo when she asks her a fucking real question. Are they referenced in these court proceedings? She's gonna say they're in the motion. Bo Brinley put it. The motion don't mean shit. Was they mentioned during the goddamn trial? Hell no.
You said Levi and Larry reference in the court proceedings. Larry is. I don't think Levi is.
Larry is mentioned in these proceedings?
Yeah.
In what? And how was he involved according to what has been put forth?
It's all in the affidavit. I mean, it's all in the motion.
It's in the motion.
It's in the motion.
He got the
Just because it's in the motion don't mean it's true because we know it's coming from you, dumb bitch. You didn't even read none of the transcripts from the damn case and you put shit in the fucking motion as if it was true. Talking about RL testified that Larry brought them together with the prosecutor all the way to California. Why would they have to do that for? You know, Azrael made a tweet, and I wish I could find it. I'm gonna find it because I remember screenshotting it. Azrael was not gonna testify at first. She was not gonna testify at first, but she made a tweet that as long as R. Kelly's fans keep fucking with her, then she might just testify. She testified because of y'all motherfuckers. She flipped out and decided to call the prosecutors when they was trying to jump her when she went back to try to get Joy. Stupid motherfuckers.
Star witnesses together is what he alleged in this motion. And they said Rashana Landfair testified that Larry McGee put her with Azrael Clary.
Y'all heard that, right? She said that Rashana Lanford testified that Larry put her with Azrael. And let me get this correct. Hold on, I gotta go to the car and get my charger right quick too. And also, let me say this. Rashana Lanford and her family testified in July of 2019. Remember when R. Kelly got locked up when he was you come in here too down. When he was walking his little doggies. Remember that? That is from Rashana Lansford and her family testifying in front of a grand jury in July of 2019 when R. Kelly went to jail. So why in the hell, and that was based off the prosecutor's work. Why in the hell would the prosecutors need help from Larry to get Azrael to come and testify? All the way in California when Larry lived in Vegas. Why? What's in California when the trial was in New York and Chicago? Why? Oh, no. I'm gonna plug the TV that I'm playing the live from. I'm gonna have to turn it back on. But what? It gotta make sense. These are two different individuals with two different stories. Why would Azrael be quiet? Shut up. Why would Azrael need to testify? I mean, not testify. Why would Azrael need to meet with Rashana Landfair? For what? For what? How would that make her want to testify? Like, it's stupid. It doesn't make sense. And then you trying to lie and say that Rashana Landfair went and testified. So you telling me after she done went to trial and testified about everything R. Kelly did to her, now she's going back saying I was forced to testify because Larry took me and Azrael to California to meet each other? I really want to make sense of it because the shit it doesn't make any sense. Exactly, Eva. Thank you. You got a good point. Larry couldn't even travel to California. So Larry went against what he's going through with his own court case and went on ahead and went to California, huh? Larry couldn't travel. Eva, you are so right. I didn't even think about that too. Like, y'all just making shit up. That's why I want the judge to let this shit go. Come on, let it go to court. So Rashana Landford could get up there and be like, I've never met this man a day in my life. I don't know no Larry McGee. And then sue y'all motherfuckers for putting her in a goddamn motion and lying on her damn name. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Talking about Rashana Landford testified. Like, that has to be on a pacer or something. Where she secretly testified? When she reached out to Bo Brimley and say, I got a secret to tell you? The fuck? Rashana Landford has moved on with her motherfucking life after this trial.
Concerning the Illinois case, she messed the motion up, and so the judge just denied the motion.
Hold on, let me. I don't even remember where I was. Hold on.
Okay.
That's
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Can I ask a question? So, I missed the.
exactly, Latrice.
In these court proceedings, that's what you're suggesting?
I didn't hear her. What'd she say?
She said it's Levi and Larry.
Oh, let me go. Okay, that was, we already heard that part. We already heard that.
Patience to that. Okay.
That was filed yesterday.
Said it's Levi and Larry reference in the court proceedings.
I try to rewind it where well. I guess we'll start back here.
Larry is mentioned in these proceedings?
Yeah.
In what? And how was he involved according to what has been put forth?
It's already an affidavit. It's already an affidavit. It's already an motion.
This is a motion.
He got the star witnesses together is what he alleged. And they said Rashada Landfair testified that Larry McGee put her with Asriel Clare.
She said that in court? They're saying she said that?
Yeah, it's in that motion.
So just because it's in the motion, crackhead, that doesn't mean that it's true. This is information you're feeding to this man, and you're lying. This lawyer has never talked to Rashana Landfair. Like, why y'all lying on this little girl's name? Well, she ain't a little girl. Why y'all lying on this woman's name?
It was filed yesterday.
So they're saying that, can you bring that up? Because and keep in mind, Ms. Winbush,
I can't hear her.
Hold on. There you go.
I just saying that keep in mind, of course, I followed the previous court cases. I followed the previous court cases, listened to all the transcript readings, all that stuff. So I knew that. I didn't recall her saying that. I remember that coming up in the trial, and then that was pushed out. I did not know that there was more allegations to that effect.
I couldn't hear her. What she said?
To repeat that again.
Yeah, so I was just saying, I followed the cases. I haven't been as privy to these newer motions that have been mentioned, so this is new to me, but at least that part of it. But I remember that there were filings during the court cases that did reference Mr. Larry at that time, and that those things were cast aside, or at least that when the judge looked into them, they confirmed that he was not actually involved. And you're now saying that the newer motions ignites those claims?
Exactly, Miss Mimo. The prosecutor said that Larry was not involved in any way at all.
No, those claims never came up before.
Yes, they did. You didn't read none of the. You didn't read nothing.
One of those filings years back in one of the cases that his name was mentioned in a motion as possibly being involved, and that the attorneys, the prosecution had to get up and pretty much say he's not an informant, like he has a case, but it was totally different. I remember that.
That never happened. Yeah.
Yes, it did happen. Yes, it did happen, crackhead. Yes, it did. Just lying. Because I'm so glad Miss Mimo was up there on that panel. Because if she wasn't, Angie would have just sat there and be like, oh, really? Not correct her, not say anything that she remembered from the trial or nothing because of her hate for Larry. Like, you ain't real. You a fake old bitch. You don't have any integrity. Well, I don't even know why you keep calling yourself a lawyer. You don't even have a bar number.
Well, actually, okay. Now, in the motion to compel, the defense did allege, this was when Von G was on, and she did allege that Larry, so, like he got the whole of
That motion got dismissed because she didn't put anything concerning the Illinois case. She messed the motion up, and so the judge just denied the motion. He didn't deny the contents of the motion. She did not have
Shut up, bitch. Shut up. We are talking about what Miss Mimo just stated. We are not talking about a judge denying a motion.
jurisdiction to bring it in Illinois.
Because she's talking about the screenshot that Bojing put in the motion as if Larry was emailing Angel Crew. When you open up the email, she didn't open up the what was that? Watch out! When she opened up the email, it just shows Larry sending her information of R. Kelly's fans attacking him. Okay, this is what this dumbass bitch is talking about. She goes around the real shit. This is you went around what Miss Mo just said. They did confirm that Larry is not no federal informant and he didn't have any involvement.
No, because she didn't put Rashawn's name in it, so it got tossed out. That's why.
Well, it got declined, it got denied, but when the prosecutors came back, they gave a kind of like a timeline and pretty much stated alleged Larry's role was that, keep in mind, all these filings are allegations until it, gets determined by,
both sides can say whatever they want.
Right.
You can say whatever you want. I can say whatever I want, and that's why you have a court.
Latrice, it is very strange. Like Joy is nowhere to be found. She doesn't have an updated driver's license or ID. Like the last time her parents went to go see her at the apartment that she was staying in, she was in the living room because when somebody cracked open the door, they could see through the door a little bit. It just had a chair in there. Like she's living like a fucking bum somewhere. All because R. Kelly's scared to let her go. Like, nigga, you not getting out. Let this girl go live her life. Let her go be with her family. How are you asking for a pardon when you still got a victim? How could you think you can get out when you haven't even admitted to what you have done and you are on tape? You haven't even went to any type of therapy. You ain't did shit to help yourself, but you continue to fucking lie like a bitch.
Proceeding for the judge to make a decision.
Make a decision on it, right? So, but now they are, like I said, he's not, it's not sounding like allegations. It sounds like he has, bulletproof evidence.
Well, did you hear the video where Larry is admitting it to Shabazz? I don't think it gets more concrete than that.
What exactly did he say? I've never heard him admit.
On Malicious Conspiracy channel, she has a video where Larry McGee went live. He had Shabazz on there, and he said, "Me, my wife, my daughter, we had Azrael in our house," and I'm summarizing it. Days and days and days, hours and hours and hours, and they essentially waterboarded her.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of her using that. They waterboarded her. You can't waterboard Azrael Clary. She got her own mind. You ain't heard her cuss motherfuckers out. R. Kelly is the only one that can make her do shit she don't want to do. She wanted to watch Lifetime. She watched that shit. She was not a federal, witness at that time. And even then, the Lifetime show wasn't a private show. The whole world can watch it. So y'all saying that everything R. Kelly did to this girl is okay, but Larry wrong for letting her see what he did to other girls the same as he did to her? Because she seen what he did to the girls that was around her while she was there. So what's the fucking difference? Fucking weird bitch.
When he was saying that he had all the TVs on.
That's right, yeah.
Kelly and all
He showed her all the paperwork. He put people on the phone with her. If that isn't,
Who he put on the phone with her? Who he put on the phone with her? Stop fucking lying. He never said that. Who he put on the phone with her? Fucking lying, bitch.
the mother trial, what is? And they met up in California is what he put in this paperwork. Rashana said Larry put her and Azriel together.
Why are you keep lying on this girl? Rashana said, stop lying. I hope Rashana Lansford get a win of this and get her lawyers on this and sue this bitch.
And she's an independent person. She doesn't know anything about what's been going on over here. I assume.
He said that
So here's the star witness from Illinois saying the exact same thing.
I don't recall her saying that.
It's in this motion.
Look, Eddie, like, I don't recall her saying that. This line, crackhead bitch, is in this motion. Okay, because it's in the motion don't mean it's true. You're lying. In order for you to say what somebody said, she has to go in front of a grand jury. She gotta testify. You saying that she testified, and they like, where she testified? It's in the motion. No, that's not how it works, cokehead.
It's in the, but yeah, but those allegations.
And then for Angie to be an attorney, she's not telling her how this shit's supposed to work. You can't just say somebody testified and just because it's an emotion that the lawyer put in, it's the truth. No, it's not. Where's her testimony? Shazam, stop fucking barking like that. Who are you even barking at? God damn. Here, y'all go outside. Come on. Go outside. Damn dogs.
I don't care what you ever one way or the other, but I just don't recall her saying on the stand. I don't recall her saying that.
Yeah, she didn't say it on the stand. She sang it down.
She said it where? Where'd she say
I don't know
it?
what page it's on, but it's in there.
She said it in there. She didn't say it on the stand. She said it in there. She said it in there in the motion. Where did she say? Oh my God. I cannot.
on it though. She was still in and out of R. Kelly's life even up until recently, so she would have known who Azriel was prior to Larry be involved. And I don't even recall Larry actually reporting that he had a connection with Rashawn.
Thank you, Miss Mimo. None of you motherfuckers have ever heard Larry say that he has spoke to Rashawn. None of you motherfuckers can say that. Not one of you weird motherfuckers that support R. Kelly can say that y'all heard Larry say that he spoke to the Landfares. Not one. Because they was the first ones that went and testified in July 2019. And ever since then, they've been living under the feds got them a spot. She got her a house under the government and shit. So what are you talking about? The feds had her. Why would the feds need Larry to get Azriel? Why? That doesn't make sense. Her daddy had her. Larry don't know ass. How can Larry get through to ass better than her own dad? I know Asmar used to cuss the fuck out her daddy though. And y'all trying to make it seem like she a pushover and Larry made her go testify. She's shut the fuck up.
When did that connection begin? Do we know that? If that is alleged?
I didn't hear. I barely heard you.
She was saying, he was asking, she doesn't recall Larry having a relationship with Rashana. But if he did, when did that occur?
They were saying Angel Crawl put up everybody together.
Why would Angel Crawl need to put them together? Why? Why would she need? Why? Why? Larry's not a prosecutor. That's not his job. He never met R. Kelly. Fucking weird, bitch. You just making up shit as you go.
Oh, that's right. That's it. Paperwork.
Oh, so it's the prosecution.
It's in, the one he found yesterday.
It's in the ones that's new. I'll bring it up. That's what I was saying. A lot of this, what he wrote, didn't sound like allegations. It sounded like, be for sure.
Yeah, when you feel like you've got all these different things pointing in the same direction, he has a preponderance of evidence that is saying the same.
What? He has a preponderance of evidence of what?
Sure, of what he has.
Of what?
Preponderance of the evidence is used for civil cases. No, we're dealing with a criminal situation.
Well, hold on. Beyond a reasonable doubt, that's the standard when you trying to determine someone innocent or guilty in a criminal trial. Prior to that, you can use probable cause, preponderance of the evidence. Well, preponderance of the evidence, that is the bar for civil cases, but for certain
Oh,
cases,
shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up. I don't even want to hear you talk. You just slow.
People, he absolutely is. Larry has said repeatedly he has a folder on everybody. So anybody that did any car cracking with him, PPP loans, any, credit stuff, he's got a file on you. And I think that's why most people are still supporting him and doing his dirty work, because he has something on him.
So Larry has something on us, y'all. That's why we still support him. Larry ain't helped nobody with no PPP loan over here. Nobody. Like, why do your big ass keep making that shit up? It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. What could Larry have on us for us not to support? You're mad that we're not supporting R. Kelly? Because that's how we're supporting Larry, because he don't support R. Kelly. Not raping, but molesting little girls. Basically raping them. Statutory rape. Like, bitch, shut your ass up. Talking about he got something on us. Girl.
I think he has something on fake cousin Levi.
Man, can I have so many questions.
What could Larry have on Levi? What? You're just assuming, and you don't have any facts of nothing. And this is what you did to the lawyer. You gave him bullshit, and the lawyer is dumb as fuck, and he needs some money right now. He took your fucking money, took R. Kelly's money, and filed these dumbass motions.
So here's the thing. I want to say that I don't personally. I've heard this hilarious story. I've heard the things that are pushed forward in the case and that sort of stuff. These motions are new, so I will say I'm ignorant to those. But I would say that I
Hey, A Melon.
have never read or seen anything that to me substantiated that Mr. Larry was involved in the ways that you alleged. I do know that he took stuff in pretty much what they use that as like a safe place, and he and his family, help support Azrael, that sort of thing. But just saying that he showed them the video or showed her the Surviving R. Kelly series, that in and of itself doesn't necessarily mean that she would have believed whatever was in that series or what have you. And that my understanding is that at times she would get off from that and go in the other room.
Thank you, Io Queen. Like I don't know who these weak motherfuckers think we are just because you're a weak bitch. Larry can't make us do shit. He can't make us agree with him. Like none of that. We all got our own fucking voice up in this bitch. Like, are you serious?
Still be speaking to Joy, still speaking to, R. Kelly, and then eventually decided, based upon what we saw with the Shabazz video, to speak with the prosecutors as well. And because he has a connection to the prosecutors, he had a line to say, hey, I can get you in touch with someone when she said that that's what she wanted.
Why was he talking to her to begin with?
That her father, basically what we heard is that the father had gotten in contact with him. He had some sort of connections in Chicago to try to help locate her after seeing the based upon what now again, it truly enlightened me if there's something different here. But
okay, let me explain rather than going all around the bush. Angelo was told by Mr. McGee that he could get Azrael in front of Drake. Drake was doing a residency in Las Vegas at the time. Larry needed to get her in Las Vegas.
Larry told Angelo he can get Azrael in front of Drake. So you telling me this man gets his daughter from one man that abused her and gave her disease and traumatized her, and you telling me that this man sat here and let Larry tell him I can get her in front of Drake the same way her parents got her in front of R. Kelly, and her father went for that and said, okay, let me get Azrael here because Larry said he can get her in front of Drake. No, that's not what happened. Her parents, because you can go back and look at his Twitter, he sent messages to Drake before. He made tweets to Drake before about Azrael, trying to sell her to Drake. Not literally sell her, but say that he got a daughter that's talented, whatever, woo. This is what they do. They took their daughter in front of the celebrity and dangle her on a speaker and try to get the celebrity to get attention, hoping like R. Kelly, she'll get a number. One of his people will come and get the number and she'll be lost up in Drake's fucking group again. That's what the father was doing. He was pimping his fucking daughter.
Before he could do anything else. He lured her there with the pretense of Drake. He used it.
And she don't know what Larry said. This bitch she's just going off of what she thinks happened. This is her saying what she thinks happened. This is no actual fact. This bitch is literally mentally ill.
His wife, Janine, he used his stepdaughter, Jazz, to talk to her, to tell her they were going to get her in the Drake concert. They just needed to get her to Vegas.
Why would they need to get her to the Drake concert? Her father didn't have no money to get her front row seats? Why would Larry's family need to get her to a Drake concert? That doesn't make sense.
Birthday came. They bought her a cake, told Angela to bring her by the house. They wanted to celebrate her birthday. To my knowledge, that was the first time they met her, which was December 30th, 2019. His stepdaughter, Jazz, told...
So if they just met her December 30th of 2019, if that was the first time they met her, the emails came before that. So you gotta make it make sense, right? Okay.
Her This is what I believe, that they could get an audition with Drake, and that's what had Azriel spend the night at their house. Azriel didn't know these people. She met them.
So they forced Aswell to spend the night. First of all, Aswell had an Airbnb the night of the Drake concert. Aswell was trying to chase men, and she left her. It was her and her dad that went to the concert. Larry wasn't there. Asriel went on by herself. This man just get his daughter home and he just got her run around. True enough, she's an adult, but still, he should have kept her at home with her fucking family. Why are you taking her to a Drake concert? Why? Because you still need money. You still want her to be the celebrity that you want her to be. You don't care that you done got your daughter a fucking STD that she can never get rid of. Sorry, piece of shit.
2 days before, why would she spend the night at their house? Complete strangers. So you have.
Why would she spend the night? Ask her fucking dad. If she did spend the night at their house the night of the Drake concert, do you think that Larry and his family held a gun to Angelo's head and made her stay in Angelo's head? Angelo, so you telling me that Angelo just got his daughter back from a man that put her through all this, and he let her stay at a stranger's house? He didn't even really know Larry. He let her stay at a stranger's house. Like how? If she did stay at Larry's house, how is that Larry's fault? Is that not her father's fault for bringing her over to a stranger's house? Like y'all motherfuckers gotta, you gotta make sense.
To dangle something in front of her that was so powerful that she would have done that. And everybody knew she loved Drake. If Larry is talking to Angelo on a daily basis, he knows that. Drake is doing a residency in Vegas. Bingo. We get her here, tell her do some music. We're going to get into Drake. You get her in Vegas. Come over. We're going to have a birthday celebration. You get her a cake. The younger daughter starts talking to her about dance and the things they have in common. I could get you a.
This lady is psycho. She is creating a scenario in her head that didn't happen. She really needs to go to some type of therapy because what is she going to do when this motion gets denied? What's next? What's next? It's going to be another one. And I hope the judge blocks this man from continuing to make motions of bullshit.
Dishing with Drake. Angela leaves town. Azriel stays behind. And that's when they put Savannah R. Kelly on all the TVs, even though she said she didn't want to talk about Robert. They put her on the phone with other females, I believe, with Faith Rogers, Javante Cunningham, Lisa Van Allen. Everyone.
So you telling me that Larry made Azriel sit there and say, I'm going to call his other victims and make you talk to them about what? Like, bitch, is you okay? Azriel told her story and what happened to her.
Whatever else they had. And then ultimately they put her with Shona Lanfair. If you pay attention, when she does precedents in Chicago, the first thing out of her mouth is Shona was still seeing Rob.
You know how she knew that Rashana was still seeing Rob? Because of the emails or the visitation. It was something. I remember Tasha K saying that Rashana Lanford had put some money on his books. It was something like that was in the information that got to ask. So bitch, shut the fuck up. That was in the emails and the information, the phone calls and shit that the BOP gave Tasha K to give to the parents. You just making shit up, dumbass. She never talked to Rashana Langford in Larry's presence. Now, if she talked to her when she got to his house, when she was younger, they don't have shit to do with Larry. Which R. Kelly never let his girls talk to each other like that.
She got to Chicago, she was pissed. So whatever happened a day or two before that is what pissed her off. And
What pissed her off was the emails that her father gave her of R. Kelly talking shit about Asheville to his lawyers, of the conversation of R. Kelly talking sweet to Joy. She didn't know they talked to each other like that, but I don't know how. Y'all all living in the same house, but clearly he's a master manipulator and he made her believe that he wasn't messing with Joy like that. That's what pissed her off, dumbass. By the time she went to the BOP, your ass wasn't even listening to R. Kelly's BOP protest, saying that his girlfriend came cussing him out, repeating the same shit that he said to his lawyers and what was in the email, what he was saying to his other girls. Dumbass. That's what pissed her off.
according to this motion, it's when she had a conversation and they learned uh, whatever they learned about Robert with each other. So they were women scorned in a nutshell.
They were woman scorned. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Larry had no business talking to her. He had no business interfering. He didn't know her.
When did Larry interfere? Who put a gun to his head and made him bring his daughter to Larry's house? And that wasn't even the day of the Drake concert when Larry was watching that damn video. Asriel cussed her daddy out that day when she stayed. She didn't want to go home. Nobody made her stay there. There wasn't no plan. She wanted to stay there. She didn't want to go with her daddy. She stayed there.
Angela was her father. He could do whatever. But Dr. K didn't know her. Larry didn't know her. They interfered in a federal investigation.
How, first of all, how is it called interference when it doesn't change what he did to her? It doesn't change her testimony. Like it doesn't change shit that happened to her while she was with R. Kelly. So you telling me that her watching Lifetime changed what happened? So if she didn't watch Lifetime, she wouldn't have said the truth about R. Kelly making her eat poop. She wouldn't have said the truth about Exhibit 56. Come on, y'all. She wouldn't have said the truth about Exhibit 56 pushing her down after the shower and eating her out. R. Kelly beating her so bad that who had it was one of the girls had to put her in the bath and rub her down. She was so beat up, starving her, leaving her on the fucking bus. So you telling me because she watched Lifetime, that is the reason why that happened to her? Like you gotta make it make sense. What was the interference? So y'all mad that Asriel testified her truth? You think the judge is gonna give a fuck about what you're talking about? Weird bitch. Like I cannot deal with these people. Yes, Latrice, the feds had video proof of everything. Of everything. R. Kelly recorded everything. They had video proof of even Aswell eating poop, and she had to do it repeatedly because he said it didn't look like she enjoyed it. So y'all saying because she watched Lifetime videos, that changed what happened to her? That changed the fact that R. Kelly went up to her school and picked her up and fucked a 17-year-old? That changes that? I just want to understand how dumb you motherfuckers are to think that he gonna get a new trial for any of this shit that's in the motion. Stupid motherfuckers. His time has passed. His appeal is denied. It done went up to the highest level. He's not gonna get out of jail. He's not. You motherfuckers need to go get a life and protect y'all's children. They probably getting molested right now because you motherfuckers are so stuck on R. Kelly. You don't even know what the signs is of your child being molested. You probably blame your motherfucking child, dumb bitches.
They interfere with federal witnesses or potential witnesses, and they conspire to influence the outcome of two federal trials.
Okay, so here's the thing. So
Nobody is responsible for what happened but R. Kelly. No, nobody but R. Kelly is responsible for his actions and what he did and the stories that these girls can come back and tell to the prosecution. Nobody. Nobody.
based upon what is described, if Azrael called her dad, said, "Hey, come and get me," or whatever. She got him. He came and got her, and then he took her to Vegas because he wanted her to be somewhere where nobody was behind him.
No. When Angelo went to go pick up Azrael from Chicago, nobody knew. We had speculations because he first of all he took her home. One time I was watching her sister's story, or I was watching Azrael's story, and I heard her nephew in the background, and we all like, "Oh my God, is Azrael home?" You know, that wasn't at Larry's house. When Angelo got his daughter, he brought her home. He didn't bring her straight to Larry's house. You just said that Larry and them didn't meet her until December the 30th, a fucking date that you made up. Afra was home for Thanksgiving. So what day did she come home, bitch? You don't fucking know. You just making up shit. We don't know what day she got home. We found out she was home because we like, hold on, that's Azrael's nephew in Azrael's story. She was home in November.
You know, of course, he took her back to Baltimore. People found him, so on and so forth. So he took her there, and then Larry took the family in, temporarily for that situation. So in that situation, if she still can go anywhere else, correct? And you're like, why is it assumed that just because if her father took her there, what is she supposed to do? She doesn't know she's been sequestered. Her only system has been R. Kelly, right? So she's gonna go with whoever, assuming that she's with her father, these people are safe, and that she goes there. And just because he happened to take her into the house, that means that he intentionally interfered? Because she wouldn't have.
I didn't say it, Larry said it. Watch the video where Larry says it out of his own mouth. How do you think I got the idea? Larry said it. If you tell me this is what she did and all the evidence supports it, why would I believe you?
That he showed her the video, but showing her surviving R. Kelly, for instance, my niece just left here. She's been here at my house for all.
I didn't hear that part of it.
I was just saying, like, if somebody comes to my house and suppose something's on the news about for instance, I have a relative or whatever that's on the news, and the person says, yeah.
Exactly. And then first of all, we all in the group chat together. Hips didn't even tell us after we fighting for as well, going back and forth with motherfuckers on Twitter and YouTube. He didn't even tell us that he got her home. When we was all in chat, when we seen Asriel's video with her nephew's voice, when we was like, oh my God, his ass home in the chat and shit, he didn't even say nothing. He later went live, maybe a few days or a week later, went live while they was I believe they was at an airport or something. And he kissed her on the forehead or something. It was something like that. Like, that nigga didn't even tell us she was home. Motherfucker.
Do you want to see it? I can show it to you if you want. And they say, yeah, and I turn it on. How is that interfering? That person asked me to look at it.
Let me explain.
And then you notice how Angie only speaks in defense of Sharon. Let me say something. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
She's saying. Okay. You're absolutely right. What she is saying is that when Larry said, I did this, I did that, I did all of this, and an attorney will take that, you saying that you did this, that, and the third, and use it against you. That's what she's saying. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so we gonna use it against me that she watched Lifetime that the whole world seen. She got out of R. Kelly's house and went in the public and watched Lifetime. Let's use that against somebody that she watched it on their TV. What the fuck is you talking about? What? How can you use that? She wasn't a federal witness at that moment. Anyway, even if she fucking was, that does not change what the fuck happened to her. That does not change that the fact that she went and testified. Now y'all could kiss a fucking kiss. Don't kiss my ass. I don't want y'all dirty lips on my ass. I ain't gonna say kiss my ass. Go kiss a donkey's ass.
So if you sit up there and say, I did this, I did that, I did this, is the third, they can use it against you.
Like Angie want Larry to get in trouble so bad. It makes her happy. It makes her so happy. But bitch, guess what? It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen, bitch. The fuck? How would he be? How would he get in trouble for any of this shit? Fucking dumb old bitch. And still, don't respond to this live until you show your bar number.
But you're right. Showing someone a video, even showing someone email communications or whatever isn't against the law and that doesn't amount to witness tampering unless it's done up under some type of threat, intimidation, control, that type of stuff, right?
And Larry wasn't doing none of that. So shut the fuck up.
With crimes, you have to meet a certain bar in order for it to qualify as a crime. What she is saying is that, he said, he has a few famous videos where he admits to doing different things.
He's not committing a crime.
And so it was fair game.
Why did he give a 5K1 letter departure for the R. Kelly case?
Okay, and I think I'm done here because this bitch. Okay, so the next thing this bitch try to do is have talking about read Larry's motion on page 53, 54. Miss B Mo talking about Larry's an informant for the fans or whatever. Miss B Mo read that shit and she's like, I still don't see what you're talking about. Then she's like, oh, watch this video. And it's like clips of Larry saying certain shit. But you can hear the conversation with Larry and Shabazz. Larry says, Asriel said she wanted to watch it. Asriel wanted to watch Lifetime. So still, you're not proving shit. You talking about he waterboarded her. She wanted to see it. Fucking stupid, weird bitch. Like y'all want to blame everybody but the pedophile that fucked little girls for what he did and why he's in jail. It ain't nobody's fault why R. Kelly's in jail but R. Kelly and his sick ass addiction to fucking kids. He's not getting a new trial. He's never getting out until his time is up. Whether that be death or 30 years. Whichever one comes first. He's not getting out. He's not. He's not gonna get a new trial. None of this is gonna work for him. None of it. Then the next thing we know, she gonna be talking shit about Bo Bradley just the same way she did Cannon. The same way she doing Bon Jean. Fucking weird bitch. Like you got up on that panel and you didn't prove not one fucking thing. Not one thing. Talking about RL testified. Where did she testify at? It's right there in the motion. Are you fucking kidding me? You using that girl's name and saying she said something? It's defamation. But I'm about to get off of here. I gotta call my dude. He called me. He probably like, why these motherfuckers just in my car like that? Like she crazy. But all right, y'all. I just had to come on here because I was listening to that shit. I'm like, this Miss Me Mo is the only one with sense and is not scared to speak up. Angela, what's her name? What is her name? Catfish is tiptoeing and because hey Sharon, I'ma call you back. Oh, you got her number on speed dial. Oh, so y'all be talking. So y'all doing this shit together. Like what? Shit weird, man. But all right, I'm about to get off of here. I just had to come on and this shit is crazy. If I was Larry, I don't care if the shit is fake. I don't care if it's just emotion. I would sue Sharon. I would sue this lawyer. And this shit will never happen again. Because the motherfucker ain't going to want to get sued. But all right, y'all. I'm out.